What's up everyone, Unretired here, and today it is another build for you guys, Ultimate Viable, and this one is the Blademaster. So this is basically a level 85 Blademaster build from my past Nightblade builds. You can't just go Nightblade anymore, you do have to go into another class to make them really viable now. It's more of an execution build, but you know you're putting points here and there as well to make it that much more exciting. So I'll just show you stat points. I'll show you where I put my skill points, devotions, gear, and then a little bit of gameplay to show you how the build actually performs. All right, so for attribute points, physique is actually very important. Without gear, I have 966. Cunning, I have 832. Spirit, 326. Now, it is important to have enough spirit to wear really good amulets, medals, really good rings. So do take that into consideration when you're putting points into your attributes. All right. Now, let's go on to skills. So I went max 50 points into Soldier and max 50 points into Nightblade. I'll just show you the points that I put first into the Soldier. I put max into military conditioning for that physique and health. 1 point into fighting spirit. 1 point into Markovian advantage. 1 point into Markovian advantage because I do have gear that adds more points to it, and it adds to the overall damage output of the build. 12 into field command, very important. 8 points into decorated soldier. I only put 1 point into squad tactics. 4 points into scars of battle for the resistances. Reduced durations as well for stun and freeze. Max into war cry. Now this got kind of nerfed a while back, but it's still pretty good for melee, and I would have to say quite important because it does reduce targets damage for 5 seconds. Their health. Sorry. And I did put 3 points into Terrify, so that adds that little good CC to the Warcry. And max 12 points into All Around's Rage. Offensive ability, movement speed, internal trauma, pierce damage, which is quite obvious for a Nightblade to do pierce damage as well, plus the internal trauma over 5 seconds. Very good. Now for Nightblade, like I said, 50 points into Nightblade. I went max dual blades, 1 point into Belgothian shears, 1 into Amarasha's quick cut, whirling death, 2 into execution. Now it's good to add that more than 9 points into execution, it's becomes quite useless to put more points than that. 9 is I would say the optimal number of points you should be putting. 1 into Ring of Steel and Ring of Frost. You can take off a point out of any other ones if you want to put a bit more bleed. I chose not to. 1 into Shadow Strike, Dallas Adjustable Ends, Nightfall. 8 into Pneumatic Burst, obviously for the total speed, health regeneration, health restored. Very good. Do make sure you take the Crystal Breath of Belgothian, okay, for that skill recharge time, and increases your regeneration by 33%. 1 into Shadow Dance, Elemental Awakening. 6 into Veil of Shadow, so with the extra points I get from here, I do get my more points as well, and this isn't everything. Max into Night's Chill. Try to max this out. Very important. Try to get the ultimate amount of points into it. Phantasmal Armor, the Enemy of Murder, and 1 into Merciless Repertoire. So there are way less points into Nightblade. I do realize that, but we do need lots of points into Soldier, because otherwise we're just not going to survive enough. The survivability is quite important in Ultimate. I didn't go for ultimate gear, defensive gear, but that's fine. Now, when you're first starting off in the build, you will be putting 5 points into the devotion, and once you're done, or once you're almost done, you can just refund the points. Just make sure you have an aether crystal and some coin, and just refund. So I went max lion. I'll just show you here. Okay. Max turquoise. There you go. And it gives you the turtle shell skill. Perfect. Now I did put max into Assassin's Blade, so offensive, pierce, this. Excellent. Max into Viper. One is that's quite important is Chariot of the Dead. Max that out. Okay. Very good stats, plus Wayward Soul. For Behemoth, only put points into the following: the 4% health, 300 health, 10 HP per second, and the Giant's Blood. Okay, you don't need points into this and into this. It's quite useless. Make sure you put points max into Hawk. It's only 3 points, but it does give you 3 in Eldritch. Moving forward is Empty Throne, max points, reduced duration, resistances, which is quite important. Alright. I maxed out Scales of Olkama. You don't need to max it if you don't want to. It's really up to you. They did some changes on how you can refund devotion, so if I don't take... This is actually quite good as a skill. So if I don't take this, I can actually refund this, but I want to keep it, so that's fine. Especially good for 30% to all damage. And into Yulo, the Keeper of the Waters, I only took 4 points. These ones don't take the... I didn't take the Chaos Resistance here. This one, Elemental Resistance, Leech, Poison Master Resistance. Cleansing Waters, I would have to say, is a very, very important skill to have, especially for melee. And the remainder of the points went into Assassin. Personal choice. Okay, so this is 5 points. You don't really need to put it in here, but you can put it into something else, depending on how you play and how you want your build to go to. Alright, for gear, well, I have my Nemesis. This is like the most optimal gear that I have. I have two Bakelfian sigils that I got from the vendor. That's good. I got the Avatar of Mercy, a Badge of Mastery. I have the full set of the Deathmark set, and as you can see, the set 2 set bonus, the 50% cold damage, 70% cold damage, 50% pierce damage. 3 set attack speed, pierce resistance. The 4-piece, that's what makes it amazing, is the +2 to all skills in Nightblade. Alright, so let's take a look how that looks here. Alright, so I have the full set. The only thing that that is different for Nightblade, I did put this here. It gives me +2 Amaras's Quick Cut, Whirling Death. I have the Blade Breaker Sash. And I have pretty great pants. I put that one because stats wise, and it has health. Or you can put something that's more armor wise, like Shoseis of Barbaros. It's really up to you. Plus the 3 all around rage, right? So build wise, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. The relic does give you a pet as well. Forgot to show you guys that. A +1 to all Nightblade skills. Now there is another relic that you can make that has +1 Nightblade skills. I totally forgot the name though. But it's much better than this one. I just haven't had the drop yet. So let's go take a look at how this plays out. Right, so it's not a defensive build, so we really need to... always try to go against for this guy. No, overminds. As you can see, it's pretty good. I try to usually go for casters first. When my war cry is up, I always try to have it up. Have it up. So we're not doing too bad. For resistances, do make sure that you're in 80% plus. Unfortunately, I'm not very high in Aether resistance, but with that you can manage with pots. Just craft them. Do be careful against reflective mobs. Because you'll just one-shot yourself, just like this guy here. I always go for an overmind first. And I usually it's pretty strong. I really enjoy this build. It's not like a full Nightblade build. Sorry. But it does give me quite a bit of CC. The attack power is quite amazing as well. You can't deny that. Let's go try it here against more chaos mobs. Oh, and I did forget to show you guys one thing. With the pluses, this is how it actually looks like. So I get +4 points naturally from skills, all skills for Nightblade, and there you go. See, looks pretty good. So I said max 9, so you have to accommodate your points to your build as well. Let's go here. There we go. As you can see, it did pretty good against that guy. I mean, that's didn't even last long. What, 1 second? Right? That's the goal of the build, is to make sure that mobs don't last as long as they should. Because your main attack is going to be the Shard of Baranath, from the Shard of Baranath, which is Baranath's Fury. So you're actually getting shards from your attacks. So I'm going to show you this. As you can see, that 3, second, 7. So you're really going to rely that as your main attack. So yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, it's a pretty easy build to do. I do enjoy it. It kills very, very fast. Very enjoyable as well. Doesn't sound like it from my voice, unfortunately. I'm just a bit sick. But yeah, try it out. Do some variations, obviously, for your type of game playstyle, and make sure that you enjoy it. And work around the resistances, components, and whatnot. Do what you feel is right for yourself. I'm just showing you what's good for me. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.